Good morning. Welcome to 2022 and welcome to the return of me on YouTube, where I'm going to try my damnedest to put out some content for you guys. So please do the YouTube thing. Give me a like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, family, pets, whomever. All right, let's just get some traction going for here. As I'm going to take you guys today on a full day of eating, a little bit of day in life. I have push set up to train today and whatever else I kind of feel like filming. So sit back, relax. Let's enjoy the ride of me trying to be a YouTube star. Okay, so since I'm opening the gym today, meal one is not as glamorous as it usually is, as I have packed it with me, but let me flip the camera around, show you guys what I'm having. So here I got 4 whole eggs, 4 slices of whole grain toast with some peanut butter and some homemade jam on there, vitamins, coffee, which is decaf by the way. I like for my breakfast to be a little bit higher in dietary fat, because I find it gives me some sustained energy throughout the day, helps kind of slow the digestion of all the food together, and helps the vitamins digest a little better, because a lot of the vitamins in themselves are fat soluble. So having some extra dietary fat in there helps with them. And the reason why I have decaf coffee, I already had a caffeinated cup upon waking up. I saved my second dose and final dose of caffeine for the day for pre-workout or midday when I, have that little bit of a slump. So that's why the decaf is going down. I'm gonna eat this, get a lot of work done on my computer, as being the first of the month, there's lots to do today. All right, so meal 2 of the day, bowl of oatmeal, 80 grams dry weight oats, scoop of protein powder, tablespoon almond butter, 100 grams of banana. So carbs, proteins, again, a little bit of dietary fats just to help kind of slow the digestion of the carbs. Usually eat this about 90 minutes to sometimes 2 hours before the workout. I'll start drinking about 90 minutes out at this point. All right, so it's pre-workout time. We like to get a little frisky around pre-workout. So got the America Energy Drink, check. Got the Core Pump, check. Both by Core Nutritionals, America Labs. Obviously, I'm an ambassador for them, so I take their stuff, but I was taking their stuff long before I became an ambassador for them. So, like I said, I like to get a little frisky. Energy, pump, stack them together, and I'll see you on the weight floor. All right, so coming at you guys with a voiceover through the workout here, just to give you some explanation on why I choose certain movements, why I set things up in a certain way, because my program is laid out in a very specific way. So with my push days, I typically pick about 3 different pressing exercises that I'll use. And with those pressing exercises, there's a lot of crossover. I mainly just choose 3 different pressing angles. So while I may be trying to bias, shoulders with this one in particular, and chest with another, and maybe triceps with another, what I'm really getting at is just trying to build overall muscle mass to my chest, shoulders, and triceps overall. So with those 3 angles, it's just choosing 3 different angles to make sure I can accomplish that. So the first one was more of a high incline press, so that biased more of the shoulders. And then second movement is the dip, which I just love dips, for triceps, chest, shoulders. There's just a lot of crossover there. You get a lot of bang for your buck with this kind of exercise. Really heavy load into the stretch, and you get a great squeeze of the triceps at the top. So that is my second press of choice on this day. And then we're going to move into an incline dumbbell press, more of a middle angle here as I throw up the shooty guns. That was after my second set of dips, just, having a little bit of fun in the gym. But with the incline dumbbell press, typically you would see this placed earlier on in the workout, but I actually placed this third. My gym only goes up to 120-pound dumbbells. And I can, if I was to do this exercise first, the 120s would just kind of move and I would run out of room to progress. So you can change up exercise order based on progression. So say if you've, made it to the stack on a machine or something like that, or you've lifted the most amount of weight that you can use on a particular exercise, you can just order it later in the session when you're a bit more fatigued, and then you can continue to run on that exercise because, there's nothing like a good old incline dumbbell press, so I want to keep it in there just for that purpose. After that, we're moving on to a pec deck machine fly here, and with that, I'm really just trying to, get every last drop out of the pecs. All those pressing exercises really heavily load in the stretch and kind of drop off as you lock out the movement, whereas the pec deck here really heavily focuses on, squeezing the pecs, shortening the muscle to the fullest. And I'm really cueing myself to bring my biceps together here, trying to bring my humerus across. So not necessarily trying to touch my hands, trying to bring, my humerus over and across, like I said, to really fully shorten the pec here and just get every last drop out of it. So that is why this is placed after all of that heavy compound press work. And from there, moving on to triceps, you see I got this really cool D-handled bar from Gym Pin here. So you can clip D-handles in, and what it is, it allows for adjustable width. So I find with normal like rope press downs or close grip V press downs, at least for me, they give me a lot of elbow trouble. So with this bar, I can adjust it to my width personally, and you see I kind of take a modified 45-degree angle grip here, and it really allows just for me to comfortably do a tricep press down. I'm not saying a rope or a straight bar or an easy bar. They're perfectly good options, but when you're trying to optimize every variable that you have, you can use different tools in that regard to help you out. So that really loads the triceps in the shortened range, really on that squeeze. So now we're going to load more of the long head of the triceps in the lengthened range by doing this single arm overhead extension. So with arm work, I do like to include at least 1 or 2 exercises that do split each arm up. So, something unilateral where you can utilize a dumbbell, or dual handles, something like that. So in this case, we're doing the single arm dumbbell overhead extension. Really allows that direct focus on one side at a time to help deal with any imbalances in that regard. And like I said, really loads the lengthened range of the triceps there. So really heavy in the stretch, and it kind of drops off as you squeeze it to the top. So pairing a press down with something like this is a good way to attack your triceps training. Alternates here could be a skull crusher, or you could do something else where you have a cable overhead, but I really like that single dumbbell approach. And then we're going to finish push here with some machine laterals. So at this point, everything's really taxed. So I just opt for the machine here, as dumbbells would be really hard to get short up until this point. So opting for the machine that allows things to kind of drop off as you go into that squeeze there. If you hear some squeaking in the background, that's just the puppy playing with his toy. But anyway, that's the full lineup for push and the reason why I do it. All the meat and potatoes first, and then we kind of finish up, with the gravy and the isolation there. So make sure you think about your exercise order as you put your sessions together, because it really does matter to the fullest degree at the end of the day. So hope you dig the push workout. Push day is done. I'm exhausted. Didn't film this before I ate it, but there's a scoop of protein powder poured over 100 grams of Rice Krispies. I'm out of it. That was a hard session. Yeah, gonna get out of here now though. Pick up my dog, go home, eat some more, and just chill. Toby, you ready to go home, take a nap? Are you ready to go home and take a nap? Yeah, me too, dude. So this is our Shih Tzu puppy. His name's Toby, and he's pretty much like my shadow. Same hair color, He is definitely a father's boy, but what are you doing? Oh, he's getting comfy. Yep, so we're gonna go home, chill out. Got a few more meals to eat. Toby's gotta eat. Only really eats for me, because he's stubborn. So, all right, so meal 4, we have some 93.7 ground beef, some jasmine rice, and some roasted zucchini. So a couple tips with this one. I cook the beef into patties on the grill and then break it up, but I always leave it kind of on the medium to medium rare side, because when you heat it up, it'll get to that medium well to well done at that point. So I always kind of undercook it a little bit when I'm meal prepping, and then when I heat it back up, it comes to life. And then if I'm home, always heat it up on the stovetop. Just tastes 10 times better in the microwave. And here's the finished product, stir fried up with some sugar-free ketchup and mustard drizzled in as well for flavor. So meal 5, we have chicken, rice, green beans, his, and hers. All right, so final meal of the day here and final clip of this video. We have some Greek yogurt, some granola, some frozen berries, and some dark chocolate. And yes, I do eat it with an ice cream spoon because, I don't know, brain tricks, and I'm a child, so. Don't forget to do all the YouTube stuff if you made it this far. Like, comment, subscribe, share with some people. Peace out.